Colour in the printed areas of the design with a marker pen. This will help you to remove the right areas when you're carving. Just remember to carve away the parts that aren't coloured in. Carve along the edges of the design, focusing on the side of the tool that is against the edge. It is easiest to do the edges first and then clear away the bit next to it. You can carve a right-angled corner by cutting towards it along one edge and then the other. Slow right down as you reach the corner so you don't overshoot it. Carve away from a tight corner using your tool to follow the edges. Create a rubbing of your block using some paper and a pencil to check which areas are going to be printed. Use a large U-shaped tool to clear away larger areas. The more flat and even you leave the carved surface, the easier it is to print clean. Aim to reduce the block to around a third of the original thickness. Set up your printing area in an organised way and try to keep the ink in one place. Squeeze some ink onto your ink slab near the top edge. The ink should be the same width as your ink roller. This is your ink reservoir for dipping the roller into when you need more ink. Dip the roller into the ink reservoir and start rolling it out in the space below. Once the ink is evenly spread on the roller, look to see if you have the right amount of ink. There should be a slight texture to the ink, like sandpaper. If there is too much ink on the roller, it will take on an orange peel texture. If this is the case, remove excess ink from your slab with your ink knife and roll it out again. Once you have an even layer of ink on the roller, roll it out onto your block to transfer the ink. Try to roll in straight lines, covering the whole surface evenly. Roll in different directions to reach all the corners and edges. Recharge the roller with more ink as needed. Position your block in the middle of your printing paper. Make sure you don't put your fingers in the ink. Hold the paper so it doesn't move and rub over the back of the block with your ink brayer. You will need to press quite hard to transfer the ink. Once you have finished, carefully pull the paper away from your block and not the other way around. If your print shows any chattering, wipe away stray ink from the non-printing areas of the block with a dry rag. It will look worse after you have wiped it away, but don't worry. It should stop the ink transferring to the paper when you print.